Hi, I'm Pete, and welcome to Just a Few Acres Farm. And this is my wife, Hilarie, who's not angry today. Maybe she will be, because we got to load cattle today. Always a fun job. It's Sunday morning for us, and we're kind of beat.
It's a busy time.
Yeah, it never ends this time of year. I used to think that real men just eyeball the ball hitch on a trailer by centering it on the truck and knowing how far it stuck out. Oh, but things change and get easier, I guess. Skills are lost. We got a little arrow pointing right to the ball hitch. And then we switch this thing here to the hitch view. Now the hitch view, we just line it up. Make sure I check my surroundings for safety. No! Okay. I find it interesting with these new trailers, you do not have the ability to cross the chains because they're hooked underneath right together, so they won't cross. I do find it annoying that my truck assumes I'm an idiot, but at least I still get to enjoy the skill of backing up a trailer without any automatic controls, which I enjoy. Hilarie and I had to build a tractor blockade around the pen. Steers are just chilling in here. The day we loaded these guys into the pen, they were squirrely, and understandably so. They'd been separated from the herd, and so they looked for a way out. They went under this gate right here. Folded it like tin foil. After many instances of things from the farm store not really being for farm use anymore, they're more for hobby use, these gates are getting replaced with some homemade gates that are of much stronger pipe. We slant the trailer in like this and then run one gate out to form a little chute here. Oh, let's see here. We've made ourselves a little makeshift chute here with the trailer door and that gate to run them in. As to how easy they're going to be to get in, we'll see. Let's go, guys. Come on. Let's go. Come on. You got to give it a sniff, I know. We got patience. Come on. Go and check it out. This is the moment, whether they climb on or not, or they back off. You guys just get comfortable here. No, that's not going to work. Sometimes a little bit of hay helps. All right, guys, let's try it again. Come on, let's go. You go look in there, see what's in there. Come on. Don't make that turn. A little tail twist, maybe. They don't like that. Here you go. Come on, you follow. Come on. Come on. Just turn you around. Turn around. Turn around. Turn around, there you go. There's some hay in there for you. You guys go and look. Once they make the decision to step, the game's pretty much over. Step, make that step. Hilarie's pushing with all of her might. Let's go, make that step. There you go, there's one. He'll go. There we go. Mission accomplished. What do you think of that, Hill?
It's always a question of how it's going to go.
It's always a little different. But it sure is nice having a real cattle trailer instead of the old horse trailer that we used to use. Yeah, they got lots of room in there.
All right, guys, thank you.
And I ain't worried about them escaping.
I guess we do need new gates. These gates are like taffy gates.
Terrible the kind of quality you get these days.
Yeah.
Homemade is always better. Look at that corn. Green, looks healthy, coming and growing. Our butcher is about a 20-minute drive away from the farm. He's a USDA butcher, which means they have a USDA inspector there during parts of the process, and the carcasses get a USDA stamp. That's what allows us to sell by the cut at the farmer's market, and the meat can be transported across state lines, across national lines because of that USDA stamp. Our family has been using the same butcher for about 40 years, and kind of fortunately recently, the guy who owned the place, who's in his mid-70s, has sold to a young family who's taken over the business. He's still there every day because that's what he's done his whole life, but he has young blood in there, and they're improving the business a bit, I think. Here we are, Wasco Meats. And they're building a new office here. And they built this nice new cattle loading facility. It is really nice. Straight shot off the trailer, very little step. And then all these nice pens in here. Makes it real easy. And I guess we're not the first ones of the day. Howdy you. We got gates to isolate every section, and I think they're gonna go right in here. All right, gents. Out we go. Well, I think I'll just let you guys get off on your own. Oh, you gotta go. There we go. So nice to have good facilities. We've unloaded here a half dozen times and never had a problem. They just walk right in. All right, guys. Here you go. Oh, yeah. You kick, but you hit the gate. And they got a nice watering setup here that serves 4 pens. Real nice. Slaughter day is on Monday, so we come and unload on Sunday, and then first thing Monday morning, they get to it.
It's all potatoes.
Oh, dinner. I'm making a pork butt in the rotisserie for dinner, and we're having salt potatoes, which is a central New York thing, I gather. It's just small potatoes, kind of the smaller the better, and you boil them in salt water, and then you just dump a stick of butter over them and let them sit in the butter. Delicious, decadent.
The more butter, the better.
Yeah. Weather update. It's about 75 degrees today and 70% humidity. It feels really moist.
It does. Sticky.
Yeah, central New York weather in the summer. And a threat of rain all afternoon, in fact all this week. Thunderstorms, maybe, we'll see. You never know, hit or miss. The bulls are hungry, they told me so. Peaceful bulls. All right, Titus? Yep. We're heading out to the bird pasture now to take care of the broilers. We got to move their fence. You know, we spent all the springtime, spare time, working on the barn and building the addition and things, and that's just sitting right now because ever since I got back from Nebraska, we've been in firefighting mode where it's just the most pressing thing after another, and I got to get back to it because the bulls got to come out pretty soon to start the breeding season. We'll try and work it in. Well, right now we got to do our weekly move of the electronet around the broiler boxes. Broilers are just chilling. How many of these posts do you think you put in the ground, Hill?
Well, I did the math. 10,952.
I think you're on the low side.
Yeah. Oh my God, that's a big rock. There. I don't know, really. A lot.
I think the cows saw us doing that.
I think they did. They have an opinion about it.
I guess I got to move them today. I clipped this pasture a few days ago for a lot of reasons. First is it keeps the fence from grounding out too much. Second is I identified this field as one of our 2 problem fields this spring. And the chickens dig bare spots in it when the laying hens are out here, and so the weeds come up. So I've decided this summer I'm going to just keep this down to help the grass compete more and start to crowd out the weeds. And yes, we have to move the laying hens out. We're very late with that.
Oh, we sure are.
I think they're pretty mad at us. The kids are finally out of school, so hopefully one day this week, weather cooperating, we'll have them out here. Boy, them cows are really complaining. Always clean out the trailer after we use it. Into the pig pen. Looks like these guys are snoozing. Let's see if I can sneak up on them. Where are you guys going? Where are you going? It's not like them to split up like that. It's every man for himself. Every pig for himself. Where'd he go? Come here, little ones. Looks like you guys have been rolling in the mud a little bit. It's warm. I think they're a little small yet to come and see me, but pretty soon they'll be bold enough to come up. Here they come back. Hey, you. You're not sure. Well, getting closer. And always wash the trailer out. There we go. It's time to move the cattle. They're pretty heavy. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to do it. And it's sprinkling a little bit. That's going to make them kind of slippery. They're down the bottom field, but I believe they heard me because they're complaining. Come on, you troublemakers. You're on your way up to meet me. Think I'll just stand here and wait for you for once. You guys think you want to go to new pasture? Yeah. Well, come on, guys. We're gonna go right in the middle field here. Looks like there's some good grass in there. They can hardly wait. They see the gates open. Well, most of them did anyway. Look at all those calves. Yep, this is pretty good stuff. It's been a while since they were on this field. We're getting to that point in the year where Timothy's starting to head out. And you can always tell Timothy in a field if you're looking at it, it's a mixture. It'll be the dark patches, like this one right here. Chomp it down, you guys. Yep, pretty good stuff. I think you would agree, right, 2106? You eat that Timothy head. There you go. Little ones always hang together. I do love listening to the meat. Bringing steers to butcher this morning reminded me of something that I used to try to do back in the early days of the channel regarding agricultural education that I kind of decided I just can't cover. I don't know, I can't explain it. And that is, when I was a kid, and I'm 54 years old, everybody out in the country either grew up on a farm or lived next to a farm, and they understood this kind of odd, from the outside it's odd, relationship of growing an animal, raising an animal, caring for that animal, and then bringing it to butcher. And it's just part of the cycle. It's something that growing up we didn't need to explain, and it's part of understanding how your food gets to the table. That if the farmer cares for the animal, that's a much better situation than neglecting the animal and then sending it to the butcher. But people that have never been associated with that process, I think, have a really difficult time understanding that caring and then sending process. And I can't explain it. I've run out of words for it. I've tried, and the people that get it, and the people that don't, won't. And I guess that's a function of the way modern society's become, with more centralized agriculture, where fewer people are seeing how their food is raised and grown. Maybe it's because many people these days only get to really know animals as pets in that relationship. I don't know, I'm just guessing. I think we did a good day's work.
I think we did too.
And we deserve we try to make a nice dinner on Sunday evenings and sit down as a family. Most evenings we try and sit down as a family, but I wanted to show you, these are salt potatoes. So they're little potatoes, like I said, cooked in salt water, and you just eat them. It's a simple recipe. It seems to be unique to New York. And then we have a pork butt roast or pork shoulder roast that I cook in the rotisserie inside. It's a Ronco rotisserie, and I cook them to 145 degrees. I actually prefer these this way rather than making pulled pork out of them, because the flavor of the meat is just so good without all the smoke and things like that on it. I put a little McCormick seasoning on them, and then we have Hilarie's specialty deviled eggs from our own hens. I'm going to eat one of these. You want one?
No, Henry already got into them though.
And that's our Sunday. We're happy to have beef at the butcher.
Yeah.
It'll be back in a couple weeks.
Yep.
And then at the market, and then we'll be fully stocked for the rest of summer. So we hope you enjoyed this video. We're ready to relax, have dinner. I'll see you next time. Well, this smells so good. I want to eat.
Let's eat.